got money to collect and an interior to clean. All right, I'm gonna start by unhooking the battery, and then I'm gonna pull the seats out just so I can really vacuum the carpets and get through everything. All right, just take a look at what is in here. Let me get the light for you. I got a lot of loot. Passenger side, not so much loot on this side. Just a lot of cleaning that needs to be done. But hold on, looks like there's a vape down there. With the change right here, I had to get my gloves on, and as you can see, those are all stuck to the Jolly Rancher, and these are all stuck to the bottom. So I gotta get my pliers. Oh my God. And I've got to extract them. And I don't know what this thing is, a rock? Hold on a second. Ooh. A gem. Got me a gem.
Congratulations! Looks like you found yourself a gem.
Here's the pile of change I got out of this car. This is what I've gotten out of other cars, but this is all out of the WRX. And what I've learned is that Jolly Ranchers are stronger than super glue themselves. So I think at like 100,000 subscribers, I will use Jolly Ranchers to glue one car on top of another, and then we'll have like a car that can be flipped. Yep, that's the plan. Less than 5 minutes of vacuuming got it to this point. Oh yeah, it's got the STI pedal covers. I'll probably take them off, but it is looking a whole lot better. This one, it's not really stained or anything. It just had a bunch of crumbs everywhere and stuff. That was before, basically. So now I just gotta do that side. Still finding money and house keys. Interior is as clean as I'm gonna get it. Besides the back seat, I gotta do this one because someone pooped in it, it seems. That side was fine. I guess it needs a little bit cleaning. But that side has like mud right in there. But the floors and the trims and everything are looking 10 times better. I still gotta wipe the door panels off as well. But this is just a huge improvement. The car cleans up pretty nice. It's gonna, once I do the paint and everything, like buff it, this is still gonna be there, and this. But the rest of the car is going to look pretty good. Now here's something I've been really excited to do. Get rid of this thing. I wanted to make sure you all had the opportunity to see it on here. It is welded to the steering wheel, it seems. God. Nice. A nice steering wheel is on the list for things to do to this car. Now I can give this to my grandpa for one of his tractors. So now what needs to be done is these seats really need a cleaning. Probably soap and water, because it's kind of similar to like a suede or an Alcantara, I guess. So I'm going to use soap and water first. First I'm going to vacuum, then soap and water, and maybe my like pet cleaner thingy. And hopefully we can revive these seats. They're in pretty good shape. This one just has a small cut right there. And the passenger seat is in really good shape. So let's see if they clean up. So here's the two seats. I went over them with my extractor and they cleaned up good, but they need more. So I got these two things I'm gonna go over them with. And then here's passenger. Passenger's in a lot better shape than driver. But yeah, it still needs to get some stains out and stuff. The extractor, it does not really get that many stains out or anything. These things are what really get the stains out in like a drill brush. So that's what I'm going to use. So while the seats are drying, I'm going to take the front bumper off so I can get rid of all the janky wiring. I just want it gone. It's annoying me so much. Man, so here is the rat's nest. There goes that one. Alright, now all the headlight wiring's out. I just got to get headlight bulbs and figure out, I guess this goes to the headlight bulbs. That will make sense. God, that wiring probably needs to be fixed. This big chunk of wiring and a relay is for these horns. So I'm going to see if these guys work. So I'm going to hook all that back up when I put a battery back in it, and hopefully they work. Now these can stay because every WRX has these. You got to. If you own a WRX, you have to have these. So yeah, these can stay. All the headlight wiring is over there, and I just took out the fog lights because these things are huge, but they don't connect to the factory wiring. So I'm going to be on the lookout for, I guess, factory fog light stuff or whatever to connect to this wiring. Yeah, I don't want to splice these in or anything like that. I just want simple OEM plug and play. Here are the brakes before. 10 years of brake dust. After. Here's before. An extremely dirty wheel. And here's after. Nice STI BBS. As you can see, the fog lights are out. And I got OEM ones. So I got some pretty good shape OEM Subaru ones. And I just have to get bulbs, which I have right here. On this passenger side one, the ear broke off. So I got some JB Weld plastic weld, and I'm going to attempt to plastic weld that back together and hopefully it holds. I got the plastic weld, it's drying. I'm going to let that dry overnight because I still have to wait on a pigtail for this side because, let me show you. The connector right here, it is just destroyed and it was all corroded, so I'm getting a pigtail. But on this side, I just have to put the bolts in and it's installed. Last night I spent like 2 hours trying to diagnose these on why they weren't working right, and I thought it was just the wiring, so I had an extra pigtail, so I put it on this side. And even after I put the new pigtail in, it was still being weird. And I eventually took the bulbs out to check them, and it had like some LED bulbs that kept on blowing the fuse. So yeah, I spent a lot of time on that just for it to have not the right bulbs in it. Alright, I now have a fender liner. Looking much better. So today is tint removing day. I already removed this rear window, and I need to get all that glue off on the inside. I'm going to do the front window and I'll film how I do it. I use a heat gun and I heat it up and I try to peel back as much as I can, and I use a razor blade to help pick it up and stuff. There it goes. As you can see, all over the rear windshield, there is just adhesive. It did not come off. So what I use to get the adhesive off is isopropyl alcohol and just a microfiber. And yeah, I just put some on the towel and then rub it, and it gets it off pretty good.
Whoever told you I'm a bitch, got it backward. Fuck that little bitch going backward. Rolling up a switch, fuck her backwards. Hey, suicide doors open backwards. Now I don't got no love for these rappers. Had to work about the mud, get a little rich. You ain't fucking with the gang, you could eat a dick. And you will never see me change just to catch a check. And young, pretty rich boy, that's a triple threat. And don't compare me to these fiends or these fucking junkies. While they drowning in the lean, I'ma rise above it. I've been chillin' with my team, stack a little money, and ain't a motherfucking thing y'all can take from me. So you can call me a hypocrite, but I ain't no degenerate. And if you got a problem, sit on my dick and spin a bit, little bitch. So throw your penny in the well, man, and make a wish. You never be the best if you a motherfucking counterfeit.